hello, everybody, and welcome to this other edition of your program, Sit Down With. And our guest today is multi-talented actor, producer, director, scriptwriter. I mean, his titles are just too much. But there's one big thing that he did. Thank you all for coming. As you come in, please share the video, give us thumbs up, and send your questions for our guest on today's program. He's a fine boy, and he's been in this acting business for so many years. He's going to be telling us all about it, all about his journey in the movie industry and all the projects that he's been working on, particularly the Saving Bangles project, which he actually wrote. Wow, we want to know what exactly like inspired such a story. So guys, if you want to know more about the story, this movie that has been making waves all over, you might want to stick around to know more about the person who wrote the script. And our guest today is, of course, Lynno Lovert. This is a sit down with, and you're welcome to Daily TV. Now, before we go on to meet our guest, I'm going to play a little excerpt of that movie, Saving Bango, just a little excerpt, and we're going to be talking with him to find out how this whole project was born and all the the stages of work that they had to do. All right, so let's go watch a little excerpt of the movie Saving Bango, and when we come back, we're going to be meeting our guest, fine boy Lynno Lovert.
I get some very important talk. But I want to talk for now. I think say I know I do my work fine. Like Papa for look on una.
Papa, you think not think.
No try, no small.
All right. Okay. We're going to be talking all about this movie, Saving Bangles. I have the impression that we can never stop talking about this movie because it amazes us every single time we have the opportunity of watching it. And I mean, we've just been talking. We talked to Onyama Laura and Godis. We had the gorgeous Stephanie Toom last week. It was explosive. And today, the brain, the master brain behind the person where taking hand write this whole thing, like this whole movie that we're celebrating today. If this guy did not sit down and write this story, we would not be talking about this movie today. So hey guys, let's put out the drum rolls. Pop, 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 pop. For Lynno Lovert. Hi, how are you?
Hey, hey, Grant, what's
How are
up?
you
What's up?
doing? What's up?
I'm
How you
great.
doing?
I'm great. Man, it's fun catching up with you again. It's been forever.
Yes, you be my personal person. They ever just, salute that kind of bicycle salute them on Facebook, then you pass. Like,
Yeah.
it's good to finally have you, man. It's say when you're very, very busy, it's not easy. Like just even have you sit down here and talk, it's not easy. Eh?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Matter, relax, eh. Don't be serious with me, please. Relax. I know that you're a fine boy, but just shake your skin some more. Just shake skin some more because we're here to talk about everything, those kind of things
Don't
that
mind me. Don't mind me, man. I'm a shy person. You have no idea.
are shy.
Hmm. I always run
I
away
can't.
from interviews.
Are you serious? Wait, are you hiding something like shying away from interviews for what?
Nothing actually. I don't know. Interviews, man, as I know in my team.
It's not really a thing. All right. So we have people coming in. Guys, I see all of you watching. Thank you for tuning in. Share the video as you come in. Put up questions for Lynno Lovert. What do you want to know about him as an actor. I know he's been in this business for so long. You guys don't even have an idea. I wish we had some of those movies, like excerpts of movies that he's done before. We're gonna talk all about that, and then we will talk about the movie that's the thing right now. I'm not so sure why Lynno Lovert's video just disappeared there for a minute. But hey, guys, just keep sending in your questions. I think that okay. So I see someone just came in there. Paul Tubugor. Paul Tubugor. Let me know where you're watching from, guys. Where are you watching from? So that I can say hello to all of you and greet the people of that locality. Thank you, Ephraim GK. Ephraim GK says, great show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, put up your questions for Lynno Lovert. We're going to be talking about every single thing. So, Lynno Lovert, this name, Lynno Lovert, not true name or not just that kind of show name, is it your real name?
Yeah, it's my name. It's my
For
real
real?
name.
Your
Yeah.
parents just gave you a name, Lynno Lovert, or it was something else that you just tweaked a little bit?
My name is Lynno Lovert. Lynno Lovert Sinte.
Oh, in fact, you know what? Your parents were already hype all that time. Since the time. I mean, I can't believe it because that kind
I
of
can tell
really.
you how the name came about, but that's
Tell me. Yes.
no, come on. That's a story for another day.
So just tip us a little bit now. Is it an uncle's name or a relative or something like? Because I know that
No,
a lot of times.
it's nobody from Africa. It's actually a friend from Italy.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Parents friend.
Oh, okay. So are you living up to the name? Are you living up to the name?
I mean, I'm bluesing, man. Are you kidding?
Oh yeah, so I see that Ephraim GK is watching all the way from New Orleans. Let's get into the matter, boy. How you day? What's up now? How you day? What's going on? How you day?
Man, I do. I'm out there, man. It's not easy,
What's
but we are pushing.
popping?
We
What's
are pushing. We are
happening? What's
pushing.
it?
Taking it one step at a time.
Hmm. You're taking it too easy at the time with my brother. I need you to shake up a little bit. So where are you? Where are you connecting from today?
Boy,
Boy, yeah. How is this? How is the temperature around there today?
always fantastic, man. It's cold,
Mm.
it's refreshing, and all that.
Now why not all na fresh no? People from Boya, in fact, there's nothing that you guys can envy from anybody staying abroad because you guys are just fresh and popping all the time. So Lynno Lovert,
Oh
tell us
yeah.
a little bit about who be Lynno Lovert now. Are you from the southwest, from the northwest? Where are you coming from? Like, who is Lynno Lovert?
Yes, that's always a very complicated question to answer.
Hmm. I.
Let's say I'm from the southwest, but my mom is from the northwest, and I grew up in Bamenda, so but I'm from the southwest.
Okay, so you're Southwest, but you be Bamena boy in other words. J Teddy
Yeah.
Ranyu, thank you for joining you guys. You guys are awesome. You say I fall for ground through salute for cheerleading. I throw salute for you, boss. I see all of you watching. And hey, don't forget to send stars for Daily TV. Ephraim is watching from Boya. Oh, he says it's Old Town Boya. I thought Ephraim Jika was watching from New Orleans. I think I missed out something there. And then Don Judek says, please set up your volume. We can't hear you clearly. For me, Lino, okay,
Oh, really? Okay.
okay. I think
Can
he
you hear
just
me
tried to
now?
be a little bit loud. I think maybe that should be good. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
we have people watching from Mali for real. Joyce, yeah, watching from Mali. So Lino Lovett, you're from the southwest, but you grew up in the northwest region. Which village particularly from the southwest?
Bakundu. Bongo
Hey,
Bakundu.
okay, you know what you're gonna do right now for me and for all those Bakundu people? Throw away with some. You know that kind of salute for Bakundu language. Me and people that know say yes, our brother is in town. Our brother is, he's there.
Mm-hmm.
You want my let me leave the
Man,
screen
I
because
beg.
this is
I don't know the country talk, I beg.
Calabar. Baby. Even small, just spice it a little bit, man.
Oh, I know Ucheri.
What does that mean?
It means good morning. That's the only thing I know.
I I don't know. Your parents, do they know that you don't know how to speak the language or what's going on? I don't know
Yeah,
only English when I have.
yeah.
Hi.
Basically.
See, if my papa salute you for continue, you answer for English. Well, I feel
I
remember
don't know.
thought be
It's
small.
crazy. I don't know why nobody in my house speaks the dialect. Like none of us. Just maybe from my parents, their
Mm-hmm.
generation and stuff. But my
Mm-hmm.
generation, nobody speaks the dialect. We don't
Oh
even know
my.
it.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, we're greeting all the people from Bakundu. I'm not sure they will not be happy with you today. You never represent them well. You could have,
I'm, I'm
just
greeting the people. I'm greeting the people from Gwen. My
from
mom is
Queen.
from Gwen. Yeah.
Okay, greet them in your language. Can you greet in Queen at least?
Uh, damn, I must have forgotten.
Oh my God. Okay, mucho pass with the palabra because
Abela.
abala abong. Um, my mom is from Bambui. My late mom is from Bambui Palace, so I can understand abala, and Queen is just like very close to us.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Delhi. Delhi say, no country talk. It's not funny. Ha,
I
Delhi,
know
it's
it's
not
not.
funny.
It's not.
You're not
And to
representing
think
your
I write
people, man.
contemporary African stories, I should know, right?
The man. Let me say, can make some movie add with some small Kwen language inside, also small Bakundu language inside. Like, wait, they
I
happen
will.
now.
Definitely, I will.
Okay, that means you're
Definitely.
going to start the learn country talk now because, okay,
Yeah.
somebody said the English family. Yes, so the English family, but you know what?
A
That's one thing
pigeon
that I want to.
family. A pigeon family, I beg.
But you know what? I want to implore all parents out here who are watching and who are listening. It's so important. I will tell you that I've seen the importance of, you know, speaking a country talk. Some kind of time and there some place where you want to stew something. So you want to stew on that kind of talk, but you know what me put the here for your corner, you don't make an inside country talk, that kind of style, it just
Yeah.
always really comes out well. And it's just good to at least know something, a few words. I'm not really good at it, but at least I can manage.
I
Okay,
envy
so
people who are fluent in their dialect, though. I really
yeah.
envy them. I wish I was like that.
I did try, but I'm not
Yeah, I'm fine.
too good, but at least I like to represent. I say, hey, you know what? I come from Songwa village, that's Songwa Palace, and my mom comes from Bamboo Palace. So I'm so proud. At least I can say, hey, good morning. I can say, I'm hungry. I can say, some few things that when you do that day, I will not lie to you that day, you'll see some your auntie for village go glad to day. Like it just means a lot to them. It warms their heart that hey, their son is a superstar, and that you're putting their
Yeah.
village out there in the limelight. Hey, so let's talk about Lynno. I don't see you sings inside
Yes,
this
Alico.
the man, I don't see you sings. Let me say the time we will not even dream say Cameroon movie industry go really go for that. If you're already been a star, that means I
Man a
remember
veteran, no. Man a veteran.
I used to watch you on TV and I'll be like, hey, mamma mia, which day man go de lady petit play. That time so be ever the look you say, hey, this guy is so lucky, he's so blessed, he's this is that, like how did this whole thing start? Like the love for movies and how did you get into acting and even getting to act in a lot of these Cameroon or Nigerian movies,
Yeah.
tell us about it.
Ever since I was a kid, I knew I was gonna be an actor. Not just an actor, a filmmaker, because I started writing when I was really young. Oh, that's
Mhm.
all I wanted to be, and I thank God I'm actually living
Wow.
up to. Yeah. So it
Wow.
took.
Wow. That is
Uh,
amazing. So when exactly, what year did you start in this business?
I think 2012. Yeah, I
Wow.
think.
What was your first movie? Can you remember what your first movie was and
Yeah, I can
the
never
role
forget it.
that you played in that movie?
I can never forget it. It was Heavens Forbid. Yeah, by the late Thomas Belton. Then I was young.
Oh, oh yes. Thomas Belton was one of he was really good. Like I remember he did another movie. I don't remember what the title of that movie. It's escaping my mind, but he was one of those names that, we were so proud. We were so proud. Like,
Yeah.
so you did Heavens Forbid. Um, how did you get into the movie? Like, there was an audition. You went for the audition. Or did they just choose you? What was it that
I was
made
I
you?
was always I always wanted to be part of something, and there was this show on Afrique Nouvelle TV in Bamenda back in the days, and
Mhm,
there were these guys that used to do some skits and all that. So it happened that one of them lived in my former quarter, and I met the guy like, yo, I want to be part of it and stuff. And there was that time Patience Azuko was in Cameroon for a project with Splash.
mhm,
Forgotten the title of that movie. So me going to those things, that's how I met Thomas Belton, and he was about to do Heavens Forbid. I actually told him I wanted to act, like I'm an actor, and there was no role for me, but he gave me one.
He created a role. Oh,
Yeah,
bless
he
his
created
soul.
one for me. It was nothing. It wasn't much, but I think I delivered pretty good. And he called me for his next project, and then
Oh my gosh.
we heard about Before the Sunrise while I was filming
Yes.
that project. Yeah.
Yes, I
So
did watch that movie Before the Sunrise. Like I really wish that I had a few like oh I see lots of people are joining. Lynno Lovert, Goddess is just joined. Adele Clarice says, hi handsome and hey gorgeous. Oh Adele, she
hey
is
Adele,
so
love
amazing.
you.
She's an multi-award winning artist from Cameroon based here in the United States.
Yeah, she's doing
Um
awesome as well.
uh-huh. And then Eja Aweno Oscar says, I remember Afrique Nouvelle, man. That should be somebody that you know.
Yeah.
And I see here oh boy that comic who is one of the top English speaking Cameroonian comedians. He says, wait till I miss. You
Oh
missed a
boy, you miss
lot,
me.
oh boy.
Oh boy, you
But
miss
you're
me. We go
welcome.
shack, man. We never shack for long, man.
Eh, we not support the charcoal. See now so na time for quarantine. You guys should stay home,
Swear.
stay safe, wash hands. Wash hands. I saw this very funny it was a funny picture that I saw today and somebody posted it on his status and he said he was given like a calendar year and 2020 was absent. So they asked him why is 2020 absent on your resume? The guy said because I did not do anything in 2020. The only thing I did was washing hands. It was so funny. It was so funny. It was funny, but that's the reality because
Yeah, that's the
it's going
reality.
to the fourth month now. And we're still in this, corona period, even though things are easing up a little bit.
The thing about 2020 is before this software was
Yeah.
installed, there were people who hacked China, and they started using it even before we got to know about it. People like
Mm.
Hush Puppy. I mean, 2020 has been good for him.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if 2020 has been good for him because he's behind bars right now. So
Oh yeah, that
it may
sucks.
not be so good, It could have started good, but now it's not
Yeah,
looking so good.
yeah.
So hey, Lino, let's dive into so you did how many movies would you say you've done until to today? Can you remember the number of movies you've
I
been
don't
in?
count. I don't
A
count.
lot of them.
That's a lot. So I don't
Oh,
even pay attention to the movies. I don't watch my movies. Yeah.
why not?
I hate watching myself.
Why? I love
I'm
watching
very
myself.
self-critical. Like, oh yeah,
I
I'm very
love watching myself.
self-critical.
I'll tell you that
You love watching yourself? No,
oh
I cannot.
yes, yes. You know
I'm
why?
always seeing when I watch myself, I see a lot of lapses. Like, oh man, you could have done this better.
And
Like,
that's an
because I'm a
it's an
critic.
opportunity for you to learn. I watch myself because I want to see the things that I didn't do right and I want to, know how I can fix it next time. Like,
Hmm.
when I used to work for CRTV, I would always watch like let me say when I did Hello, there's always a rebroadcast either at midnight or at 2 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes I'll actually sit up to watch just to see how I performed, just so I know I can appreciate. I'll be like, oh, I don't like this one, I like this, or maybe I can fix
Yeah.
this next time, or maybe, So for me, I do try to. What was the most amazing project you've had to work on?
Most amazing. Huh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Or is there any project that touched you particularly that you were part of, like a movie project? Maybe one of your first movies, I guess, because that was the first
I'll
time
say
you were
I'll
like,
say Before the Sunrise because that was my first experience, like being part of something huge, with great actors from Nigeria like Olu Jacobs and Decore and
mm-hmm,
Zakochi and
mm-hmm.
all the like. Yeah.
How
So
did it feel for you working with these people? I think you were, I can't remember, you were somebody's kid, one of those big
yeah, I
celebrities'
was
kids.
I was Zakochi's kid
That
and
audience
Decore's
kid.
brother.
Man, you know how I'll be watching for hours, man. Who be watching to say, hey, mama me, mama me, the boy, he talk with Uncle Zach. Hi, mama me. That means everybody was wishing to be in your shoes that time. How was that
Man.
experience for you, and what did it change for you as an actor?
Well, that's the movie that gave me the exposure back then, And I did not know anything about being a star or something. And people walk up to me like, "Hey, I watch the movie. I like the way you act. Ooh, nah, papi, that papi, papi." I mean, it was just something strange. I didn't
Yeah.
expect it, but it was nice.
What did you learn, like from working with some of these veterans, especially who were already superstars like the Zach Orgies, like the Dakore Igbosons and stuff like that? And what relationship do you keep with these people today? Do you still have any relationship with them?
Well, I learned professionalism from them.
Okay. What do
Yeah,
you mean by
because
that? Can you break it down a little bit? Like you learn professionalism. What do you mean by that?
how to be professional on set, how
Okay.
to how to not distract yourself, how to stay in your character,
Mm-hmm.
how to relate to everybody on set, who's a friend, who's a colleague, and all of that. How to
Mm-hmm.
respect the director. Yeah.
Okay. And so after that movie, you became this big celebrity. Now, let me just find out from you, like, are
I'm
you
a
still
big
in
celebrity. Wow, I didn't know that.
Abi, for real? You didn't say this business, sing, sing, sing. No, before some of you were even appear on TV, you're already a star. And I would say that you inspired a lot of young Cameroonians who wanted to be in the limelight, be it in acting, in music, in whatever, because at that time I would say the
Wow.
Anglophone community was not really out there like that. Okay. It's true that the movie industry took some time to take off, but some of you were there in the beginning when things really started going from strength to strength. Who were some of the Cameroonian, would I say, actors or producers that you had to work with that you can say actually paved the way for you?
uh Agbo Gilbert both gave me a lot
Okay.
of opportunities because it wasn't just before the sunrise. I also did Blues Kingdom with Zach Oji and Clarence Chukura, and Agbo Gilbert produced it. And I went ahead to do some other movie in Bamenda with Jim Ike and Zach
Mm-hmm.
Oji was still Gilbert who
Mm-hmm.
produced it. So he gave me all of these platforms, to really showcase
Wow.
my talent. Yeah.
Wow. So if you had to say something to Abel Gilbert, I'm sure he's going to watch his program. Like, as one of those people who actually gave you platform to jumpstart your career, what would that be?
Well, as much as I want to light him on fire many times in a year, I have a lot of respect for you, Gilbert, and you know that. So thank you. Thank you for the platform you gave me.
That is so straight, man. So straight. And I would say that I've had the opportunity of meeting Abel Gilbert, and I want to celebrate him. Sometimes we need to celebrate some of these people um, who stood in front, okay? And if the
Yeah.
movie industry is what it is, he was, I think, one of the first people who was able to go and bring Nigerians to come and, beef, like, kind of boost
Yeah. Gilbert has got gut. I
our
have a
movie
lot of respect.
industry. And I just want to celebrate him wherever he is. I celebrate you, sir. We've met, we're friends. We've not talked in a long time, but really, really, really proud of the work that you've been doing. Okay, so let's get into script writing. Like, when did that start for you? Like, when did you start writing movies?
I started writing when I was a kid, Like I just write stuff in my style book, stories, fun stories, and all of that.
Mhm,
But I mean, it didn't mean anything. I just knew I liked telling stories, and I
mhm,
didn't pursue it because acting was taking the best of me. And it wasn't until I think 2016 that
mhm,
I realized. And what actually made me to become the writer I am today is, and I criticize a lot. I just see everything that's wrong with something good. I'm that kind of a person. I
hmm,
don't look at the good. I see the good, but I don't talk about the good because I want to talk about the bad so you can add it to the good
fix
and
it.
make it perfect. Yeah. So,
Mhm,
and the direction we've been taking as far as storytelling is concerned, it's just like we are walking in the shadows of failed Nigerian projects. Not even the good ones, like the really bad ones, and we are
mhm,
walking in that shadow and stuff like that. So I
mhm.
thought maybe we should tell our own stories in a
From our
professional way.
own, right.
Yeah. In a very professional. A lot of filmmakers are not professionals. People
Mhm,
just get excited, and because you have this story that has been told 500 times, you
mhm.
think you will tell it and people will still enjoy it. No, we cannot enjoy it like that. We've already enjoyed what the Nigerians did back in the days and stuff. So, man, that's when I really told myself I'll become a writer so I
Right.
can tell stories in a
From
different
your
light.
own, yeah.
Yeah. from my own
Okay.
perspective, tell
What
the
was
kind
the
of story
first?
I tell.
What was the first big script that you wrote?
Saving Bango.
Oh wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow! And so, how many other scripts did you write before Saving Bango?
I wrote one actually. I don't write a lot.
Did
I'm
it
not the
ever go on to become a movie, or was Saving Bango the very first one that you actually pursued to the
Yeah,
end?
Saving Mango was the first one. Saving Mango, like every other story that I have in my head, which is they are amazing and
Oh,
huge.
oh,
But I don't write them down.
okay.
I have these stories to my head and I develop them, I build them all up in my head and I don't write them down. So until Steph and I were talking that day, if we had not talked about something in that light, I would never have written
What
Saving
were you
Mango.
guys talking about? If I'm not pushing too much, what was
Uh
it that brought about that story? Like before you and Steph started talking about it, had you already had the thing clear, the picture clear in your mind, or was it after you guys had a chat and then you were like,
I had I had little I had some little fractures of the story.
mm-hmm,
First of all, it was all about Mbango. I
mm-hmm,
just wanted to tell something of that sort. So I had it in my head, and Steph and I were at her house in Douala
mm-hmm.
drinking and
Drink
chit
it.
chatting. Oh yeah, we always drink and
Okay.
grind. So she had this script she had bought from a very respectable writer, a female
Mm-hmm.
writer that I respect a lot. And you know, she paid a lot of money for that script. She liked the story so well, but she didn't want to make it a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then so she was just sharing her thoughts with me and stuff. So she's been a friend for a very long time. I know the kind of person she is. I know some things that she might like and all of that. So I just pitched her the story like, hey, I have this story, and who knows, maybe you like it. She was like, okay, let me listen. And when I told her Saving Bango, she started tearing up, and she was like,
Oh,
bro,
let's do this.
that is what I want to do. Then she did not even know I was a writer. Only Kanyako I knew, I think. So
Wow.
she was like, we should get somebody to write this script.
Wow.
Who can we get to write it? I like it. It's my story. I'm gonna write
Yeah, who better can
it.
tell a story better than you? Like a story that
Yeah,
comes from your mind, from your, you can tell it better than anybody. You know,
yeah,
um, Tabala Caesar says many of us don't know Cameroonian actors, actresses. I think Cam Wood has a long way to go in terms of exposure. Wait, I'm a little confused. Before we get into this answering this question, um, what is the Cameroonian film body? I don't know which it is because I've heard a lot of
CFI.
names. I'm confused. Can you help me out
It's
on that?
CFI. It's a Cameroon film industry. CFI.
So that's
I
the
don't know about
recognized
Cameroon too.
name because I don't
Yeah,
I don't know. I've heard a lot of, I've heard about Collywood. I've heard about Camwood. I've heard about Cameroon film industry. There's just a lot. So
yeah.
it's a little bit
It's
confusing. I
CFI.
don't know if all of these umbrellas actually exist. Um, I don't know. So it's important for us to come under one umbrella. It's like very important even for our own image out there. People cannot
Yeah,
be confused to know, oh, we're not sure which one it is. Is it this? Is it that? I know that people like to bring their stuff in front. People who are like pioneering some of those organizations, they want to be in front, but it's
yeah.
also important to have one identity, like Nollywood, like you know, other other other
I try to distance myself from all that shenanigans. I don't want
shenanigans.
to be part.
Okay, so let's go back to the discussion. You had this talk with Stephanie too. She wanted a movie to produce and all whatnot. I see Onyama Laura just joined. Hi, beautiful. How are you?
Boo!
She says, "Boo." She is great. So amazing. So when did you guys like decide to take this movie from the idea in your head to the movie Saving Bango?
Well, when I pitched the story, she said she wanted to make it a movie. And she's like, how much am I going to pay you to do this? I like, man, I don't want to charge you. You're my sister and all of that. And well, let's not talk about that part. And then I sent her the first draft. I remember when I sent her the first draft.
Okay.
She sends me a screenshot of herself crying when she read it.
Oh,
Everybody that read the script cried though. Male and
oh.
female. Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
when I gave her, it's the first draft that convinced her to do this project. Yeah, she
Mhm.
was like, "We are doing this."
What would you
Then
say was the thing about Saving Bango that made it so different, that made it stand out from, other stories that you may have written in the past?
the 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 originality of it.
Okay.
The originality. I wanted to tell a melancholic and yet contemporary story about us
hmm
Cameroonians.
hmm
Yeah.
So I noticed that in this movie there was a lot of pidgin language, which is more like our pidgin, not a borrowed
Mhm.
pidgin. Because there are some Cameroonian movies that when you listen to them, you watch them, you're not very sure if it's Cameroonian or if it's foreign because of the language that is used in the movie. What was it that made you guys want to, be an original Cameroonian film by using our own pidgin language or broken English, as most people would call it?
That's the whole essence of originality, right?
Yeah.
We
What was
wanted
it
to
that,
make an
yeah, I just want to
we
know, like,
wanted to
why?
we
Why
wanted
was it
to
not in
tell
English?
an original story from Cameroon. And if it's contemporary, it should be in pidgin. It wasn't this fancy, glamorous type of stories and all of that. It
hmm
was something. It was something that depicts. It was something that depicts our growing up,
Yeah.
one way or another. So, one is something that was relatable to every Cameroonian, and
hmm
then, not just to Cameroonian, to Africa.
hmm
That is why there's a whole. Anyway, this is a production stuff. You from the music, the scoring and the production design, everything. Every
hmm
African can relate to.
hmm So tell me, you guys, you was the writer of the story. You wanted it to be original and everything. Like, was this story a true story that you experienced, or was it just something you created in your head? I want to know where
Yeah,
the story came from. Where did it come
kind
from?
of. I kind of experienced it.
You did.
Especially Mbango's character.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom had brain tumor. So every time
Oh,
you
I'm
see
so sorry about that.
Mbango, yeah, when you see Mbango wallowing in pain and all of that, that's what I experienced with her. There were times she would call me and her head is exploding. She's just
Oh,
screaming and she's telling me she's gonna die and all of that.
oh, I'm so
Mhm.
sorry about that. And
It's
so you
okay.
kind of like you just translated it into a movie.
Yeah.
So all those the eyes that she had and all of that, did your mom have
Yeah,
such
the,
eyes
the
or was
the
it
eyes are because I wanted to create an abstract character, Bango. I
right?
wanted her to be different, so unique,
Mm-hmm.
completely different from everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And then that the eye contact, that's a brilliant idea from the director, Mr. Kanyakwai.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
So
that thing. I'm somebody who always I like to see beautiful eyes. I just saw somebody I was talking to today, some guy I was talking to about an interview. He has brown eyes, and I was like, you know what? What caught my attention first about you was your voice, and the second thing was your eyes.
oh, wow.
The eyes are just so powerful, and I'll tell you that somebody, one of my relatives, she watched the trailer, and she was like, "Oh, I be ever fear people the way they get that kind of eye that be small." She said that. So it's like that was already telling you that it's relatable. That truly, truly there are people who were scared about, people who had different colored eyes. It's just like
Yeah.
some people were scared of albinos, whom we just celebrated the other day. We celebrated albinos all
Mhm.
over the world. Um so tell me now, you guys came up with that story. She fell for it. You wanted it. Um, she talked about it last week. She said you guys went to Mondoni, if I'm not mistaken, and then you guys kind of scouted for location and all that.
Mm.
So how did you know the people that you wanted to be the stars of the movie, the main actor or actress,
Yeah.
like
So
Onyamalora for this? Onyama said she
first
was
of
very surprised that she was the main character. Like she never thought she would be the main character. So
yeah,
how
I
did you
know.
guys kind of pick the main characters of this movie?
First of all, when you're writing, you are the one creating these characters, so you kind of
Right.
already have imagination of who can suit what, you know. And going to Mondani, first of all, I want this movie is about a community,
Right.
yeah, a group of people that basically know each other, So when creating it, the only community I know that has that kind of relationship, that koinonia, is Mondani. And though I had never been there before writing the script, I had never been to Mondani, but I knew somebody, or I know somebody who's from Mondani. Her name is Saving Mbango. She's a friend. She's in the US. She's an actress.
Oh, I know her. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah, I know
so
she kind of did a lot to help you guys with that project.
yeah, I reached out to her. There are times I will write and then I will ask, "How is Mondani? Tell me how the people are." You know, so she'll just give me like a whole view of Mondani. In my head, I could see everything when writing.
Yeah, okay, that's so amazing. And so the people of Mondani, you guys went there, you wanted to do this movie, you were bringing strange people from somewhere, bringing cameras and everything. Like, how did they take it? Like, were they scared? Like, hey, I beg, no one did kind of thing, or was it just so smooth because, like you said, you had
Strangely, they were
family
very
members?
welcoming. The people were very, very, very welcoming, very
Okay.
hospitable.
Oh, do you think that it's because you had somebody, an insider, who facilitated the process, or was it just because they are naturally nice people?
I think they are just naturally nice people. I
Mm-hmm.
think so. Yeah.
What was that
You
one
could
thing
feel
that?
their energy. They have this positive vibe they bring along with them.
Oh, that's really beautiful. What would you say was the thing that stood out most for you about the people of Mondoni? Because I really want you to celebrate these people, okay? Because it's not every time that you see strange people will just appear with cameras and all
Yeah.
kinds of things, and then the community, which is a small community, would just open their arms. And what would you want to say to these people who are watching you right now? Especially, I believe they have a chief or somebody who is a ruler who would have made all of this possible, as well as Adambi Bango, who did
I
facilitate.
just to the Mondani indigens, I just really want to thank and appreciate them from my heart. Like, you guys open your doors to us. You didn't ask us for anything. You gave us everything. So thank you. We are so grateful. All of us from Saving Bango team, we are grateful. Thank you guys so much.
All right, so let's get back into the movie Saving Bango. So you guys went on to shoot and everything. What was that one scene that you were like, oh my gosh, this is it? That touched you the most.
There was a scene where even the lead character, Bango, could not bring herself to get into it. It was just so draining. It was so dark,
Which
so
one was that?
painful. Um, what was this scene? What's this scene? Oh man, I'm seeing what happened in the village that day and not what happened in the scene.
Okay, you know what?
Okay,
Let me
is
go
the
and
scene
play.
is the scene
Yeah.
where she really well, I'm looking for the word. The scene where she held her head, calling for John to come to her rescue. That's before
Oh,
John takes her to the hospital. That
oh,
particular scene, like that scene, got to me because that's how my mom used to call me and stuff like
oh,
that. It wasn't easy to watch, yeah,
oh.
and it wasn't easy for the actress too. There was a time they called me to come because she was just crying like she could not control herself and all of that. I had to take her somewhere to, you know.
Hmm. Wow. So how did you manage, such, emotional ups and downs that were going on during the shooting of this movie, Saving Bango?
Well, I was mostly focusing because I did the artistic directing for a while before
Mm-hmm.
leaving. So I
Mm-hmm.
was focusing on that, not really what is happening in there, but how they are telling it.
Mm-hmm.
So my
All right,
focus
you
was
know
on
what?
that.
I'm gonna play a little excerpt of this movie, and I'll say that this is one part of the movie that a lot of people were like so touched about. It was like sweet and just so touching and so natural. Let's watch this little excerpt, and we'll be back to talk more about this movie, Saving Bango, and this amazing writer who is our guest today on a sit down with Lynno Lovert. Don't you go anywhere.
No, it's that.
We don't know. Sorry, I don't know. Say no fit read.
I say that I be the one go school. Pikin dem be dey run me. Say I get wish. Say I resemble wish woman. And then big mommy no be getting money for send me for school for different side. Wetin dey on top?
Nah, John likes Mbango. No, John like Mbango plenty. You know, like
I like am. John, you dey sweet my heart. I like am. I like am.
Oh my God. Wow, wow, wow. We can never have enough of this movie, Saving Bango. What a beautiful story. What an amazing, amazing production. What a wonderful team they are. They did such an amazing job. I have no idea why Lynno Lovett, his camera seemed to have gone up there for a minute, but he's gonna be back. Oh my goodness, guys. Like, I have the impression that this is one of those movies that you can never have enough of. Like, it almost feels like every time you're watching it, there's new emotions that are building up in you. Um, Lena Lovett, how did it feel for you to, watch some of these scenes, like the scene that we just watched? Was it easy to take a scene like that, like to film it and then be sure that, hey, this is the one we want? Was it easy? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Lovett? Okay. Can you hear me? All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a few questions there. I have this question from Christina Akim Mukete. I can't wait to watch this movie. Please, what's the name? The title of the movie is Saving Bango, and it's right now on Amazon Prime, and I believe it's
Can you see me?
$15. Yes, yes, I can see you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Just give me a moment. I'm trying to switch onto another network.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna give Lovert.
I
He's
can
gonna.
hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Lovert. I hear you. Okay, fine.
Yes, I
Very
can.
good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. So you can watch it on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. I believe that you can buy the movie for $15 if I'm not mistaken. Lena Lovett, let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
I
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Just hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. Let me switch to another.
Okay, so our guest on the program today is Lino Lovert, and he got into the movie industry way back in 2012. And he said that one of his movies, the very first movie that he did was Heaven Forbid by the late Thomas Belton, who was one of, the biggest producers that Cameroon ever knew back then. He had a lot of movies to his credit, and it was just really amazing to see that he was one of those people who kind of like put our Cameroonian movie industry to the forefront. We can never promote ourselves enough. I believe that we need to push and push and push our entertainers, push our actors, push our artists just push our entertainment industry as much as we can. People need to see these people. People need to see them and get to know them, because they're doing an amazing job. I think that Lynno Lovert is back. Okay, you're back. Welcome back. So, okay, now you guys did
Thank
Saving
you.
Bango, and then you went on to do a lot of, you did the premieres in different parts of the country. Did you ever think that this movie would be this big?
Yeah, I hope you'll be bigger
Okay, what was that thing that you were so like convinced about in your spirit that I think it's gonna be really, really big? What was that thing?
because of the kind of story that we told,
Mm-hmm.
and because on set, I knew if we managed to achieve just 80% of what we were aiming for, this was gonna explode.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
would you say that this has been a success? Are you proud of yourself? Like when you sit back and you hear all the feedback coming from the public, from Saving Bango and all that, like how do you feel? Are you proud?
It's a nice feeling to get all the good feedbacks and support and all, but it's a challenging one too because now I have to do better.
Okay. And so I see you all here on this picture. Um I believe where was this this
That
picture.
was in Bamenda.
So that was the movie premiere in Bamenda.
Yeah,
And where was
that
this
was Douala.
one? That was
Douala.
Douala. How was the premieres? Like for you, like um if you want to look
Ah
at
man, the
maybe other
premier.
premieres,
Yeah, the
how would
premier
you
was
look at it
fantastic.
and the turnout, the support that you guys got generally from the public and everybody? Like, what would you say from that standpoint of a producer or writer? Like, do you think that the fans, that Cameroon was there, that they actually showed themselves, they were present, they supported? Do you think they did
I
so?
mean, it was the premiere was a movie itself.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, like the end of the movie, you see the everyone in the auditorium crying and stuff like
Oh,
that. I mean, it wasn't easy,
oh,
And then my joy came when um, they gave the lead characters a standing ovation. I mean, this is
oh,
God's Fonguh first major project, and he's having that kind of a crowd applauding him for a job well done. It was something, man.
yeah. I would tell you that you know what? When something is good, is good. Okay, and I know that a lot of people would differ just because there's always envy and a little
Yeah.
jealousy sometimes everywhere. Like, have you guys, even though it's a good movie and everybody's praising, the outcome and everything, have you guys gotten some backlash though, notwithstanding?
Well, there's always that one kid in class who eats toothpaste. I mean, you must have them.
Right. So
Yeah.
what was the most disturbing thing that you've heard, or just like discouraging or disappointing thing that you've heard somebody say about this movie?
Somebody said the movie cannot sell because it's in pidgin, because it was done in pidgin English.
Mm-hmm.
That's his critique. Like
Okay.
everything is good. His only critique is that it was done in pidgin English. I'm like,
And so
shouldn't you
when
have done it in English? Like seriously, man. Imagine Saving Bango being like, come on, man. That was
the fact is
crazy.
that it could have been in English, but it would never have caught that attention that it did catch. I
Yeah,
think that that was a major, major, major good step. You guys took a good step in that direction, and I believe that a lot of movies will be learning from that. Okay, um,
yeah.
so now you guys had this amazing, amazing success. Somebody's asking their favorite brown, is it a success financially? Onyamalora called some big, big figures. And I was like, man, I'm moving away. I did close the channel down, like me and Delhi, we're just here turning around, doing like, what we're struggling to, put our culture on the forefront with our different channels that we have. Man, but we're
Yeah.
not making any money. Since Delhi, we not even make money for this thing. We do have a free, like basically practically, but yeah, we have to pay for the software, we have to pay for this and that. And
Yeah.
Man, tell us about the financial, that came with this movie, man. It didn't say money enter. It didn't say do enter.
Yeah,
Tell me about the
man.
do part, master.
Stephanie Tum na powerhouse, man. Because man, that girl got guts, man. To embark
If you
in
do na powerhouse, ma join you salute,
powerhouse, to
you
embark
know.
on such a project is not easy, because she was skeptical in the beginning, though she was very convinced she wanted to make this project, to realize this project. And she was like, man, give me the budget, give me the budget. How much do you think we can actually put in this to realize it to
Mm-hmm.
the full capacity of it? I knew the weight of this project, but I could not tell
Yeah.
her that because she was gonna flip. Yeah, so I gave her a very a lesser amount, and then she took it, bought it, get on set, and realized she was she was working her way up to 14 million francs CFA, and then before the project could round up with everything, she was already like 18 million and stuff like that. Thank
Oh,
God she had a co-producer, a co-executive producer, Julia Gam. If not, man, damn, those two ladies, man, they're
Julia Gam is
giants.
a powerhouse, and even the name of her
Yeah,
entertainment company, Powerhouse. I mean, they
yeah.
always say that sometimes the name that you choose matters a lot. It says it all. Powerhouse. She is a powerhouse indeed, and I want to salute her. I want to salute Stephanie too, who was amazing last week on a sit down with. I want to salute Onyama Laura Godis. I want to salute Kanya Kwai. I want to salute all of you and the people of Mondoni who are watching. I wish I could know how to say good morning or just greet the people of Mondoni. Do you remember how to greet Mondoni people? Like how do they greet there? If you remember you. In fact, the man you be some bushman, master. If be some
I know,
bushman, the man.
I know.
You're too modern, man. You're too modern. All right. So what are some of the projects that you're working on right now? I know Saving Bango is not over. Somebody was asking if Saving Bango is on Netflix. I believe that Stephanie is, as she's working something out in the background, and you guys will be informed very soon. No worry, we'll give you all the information when the time comes. But for now, it's on Amazon Prime. So if you want to watch it, go on there and purchase it on Amazon Prime. I believe it's $15 or so.
Hmm.
That's not too much money if you want to help and support.
Guys, watch it or go and watch. I beg. When I
Yeah,
go watch, when I
please.
go watch,
And
man.
they're gonna put it up on YouTube and other free platforms soon. But you guys at least need to support them for now, at least so they can make back the money that they made. Okay, Lynno Lovert, tell us about some of the projects that you're working on currently. Is there something that we should look out for?
Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm.
So you don't want if you don't give it just a little, just some small.
I'm about to take the biggest risk of my life. I'm going
Oh,
all out. What I'm working on, it's either going to make me or break me, but it's huge. It's
oh my
super
God.
huge.
So are you gonna
Yeah.
be the script writer or you're gonna be taking up another role? Are you gonna be in front of the scene
Um,
or no?
man, I don't know when I want to be in front of the cameras.
Oh my
Now I don't
God.
know when.
The
I
man, what
know
did happen now? Why you know want them front? Like why? Is it that the money behind
because
the camera is better than the one in front or how? What did happen?
my time, man. I focus like when I want to do something. I'm a perfectionist. I want to do it to the best of my ability. So now
Mhm.
I'm working on the script. I'm doing rewrites, to get the master draft of the script and all of that, and doing pre-production and all of that.
Mhm.
I cannot produce, and act. It will
Okay.
not
You
grow.
want to be you want to be perfect. You want it to come out really good. And that's why you
Yeah.
choose one side. Okay, now let's talk about you've been in this business for long. We've seen you in pictures with other actors. Like what's your relationship with other actors and producers, people in the Cameroon film industry?
In the Cameroon film industry, uh, um, I'm closer to musicians than filmmakers. I have very few filmmakers that I respect, and they know that I have very few people that I respect as
You
far
know
as
of it.
filmmaking is concerned. Yeah,
Why? What's it happen? Why the
because I
hell?
just think I just think people are not serious. They're not serious, actually.
Tell me
They
about
are
it.
just a
What
lot of
you
people are
mean by say people are
excited.
not serious? Break it down.
A lot of people are excited. they are not into this for the business side of it or the professional part of it. They just want to be known, you know.
Want to be famous.
Yeah, they want to be famous, and it's just some cheap fame that ends at the level of you, your family, and your friends, man.
Hmm.
So I don't get to associate myself with people like that.
Now, true say the show, show the man.
I want
That's
people
true.
that
Is it true that yeah, say you are fair skin, say you are fair skin, not true the man. Break it down here. Tell all these people that is a lie. People say that you over fair skin. Say, Lynno Lovert, master, that guy over fair skin. Is that true?
well, you don't know me for long. You
Me,
don't know me
I
for
don't know that side of you,
long.
but
I
that's
never
what
feel
people
my
are
skin.
saying. People are saying that you're feeling as if you are fair skin. I'm like, are you sure? Not Lynno Lovert now. Not Lynno Lovert. Lynno Lovert
Maybe they expect me to behave or to act like everyone else.
to lick their toes.
Just
Abi, don't be
yeah. I'm
right,
different.
right.
I'll make friends easily. I get along with everybody, but I'll make friends easily. Doesn't mean I'm difficult to deal with or I see myself.
They say the
I see
bone.
myself.
You guys got it. The bone. Okay, Lynno Lovert is a simple, down to earth person. If you guys are doing something nice, if I mean relationship wise, he has friends and he has, and he, like he said, he's a critical person. He likes things done the right way. So if anything they go fine, you and you know they for the same, on the same lane. So let me ask you now, like being in the industry for all these years, what would you say is your assessment of the Cameroon movie industry and what's the way forward? How do you assess it?
um, well, we started off slow, but man, we are picking the pace now.
Mhm.
There are really some fantastic projects that are coming up. I know about four in my head that I can't wait to watch them. I think we
Mm,
are on the right track now, and we are the attention is on us right now. Africa is paying attention to us as far as filmmaking is concerned right now, and I
okay.
think we are grabbing that opportunity now to really leave our mark. Just stamp it right here, right now, in this
Hmm.
African scenario. Yeah.
Oh, who are some of the actors, actresses, or some of the movies like you talked about that you like, you really sit down and you like, you nod your head, you're like, wow, this is good. Are there some like off the top of your head that you can just like list out here?
Yeah. A Good Time to Divorce, one of my favorite films, man.
Okay.
The
That's by who?
script, perfect. Yeah,
That one's
by
by who?
Kanya Kwai.
Okay. I
Kanya,
know Kanya Kwa is amazing.
yeah. There's Define the Seat by Claudio Oben. Wow, man, I love that movie.
Oh my gosh, Jojo Oben is great. Define the
Yeah,
Thief. I think that those are movies we should be watching out for. Like me, Corona Fe Pack go first before, you know. There's a lot of things
yeah.
that this Corona is spoiling right now. Like, yeah, I'm listening. What else? Who else? Or what other projects are there that you're like,
Oh, I watched no, not even A Man for the Weekend. I liked it. The story was
mm-hmm,
well told. Yeah, I
mm-hmm,
liked it.
and that's by
Mm,
Cindy Made.
yeah, that's by Cindy.
Okay. Okay, so we have a question here. Where do you see the Cameroon film industry in the next 5 years? This is from Favor Brown.
Why do people always ask this question, though?
Well, I guess they want to be able to project, they want to see you who is both in front and behind. Like, is there like, are you seeing that this thing is really, really picking up? Or maybe, I believe that that's what people just want to know, like,
It's picking up. I mean, people are making money, unlike before. People are
Mhm.
making money from it right now. Saving Mbango is doing marvelously well in the box office. So, I mean, we are going somewhere, man. 5 years from now, by the grace of God, man, they'll be talking about us for a long time.
Do you think that Cameroonian actors and actresses and producers, filmmakers in general, do you think that they're actually making money from this? Like, can they say, okay, I think that this is actually a job, like some other countries where actors and actresses are like well-to-do people?
Your wife
That
and
laugh
your
no
landlord
easy,
can
oh.
move your door.
Hi, that laugh no easy. That laugh frighten me, man.
Yeah,
I'm
I
thinking
mean,
about changing my careers, like, not moving from this side to maybe acting, because in other countries we've seen, other people, like other professionals, get into acting and become so successful, actually, even maybe more than their own jobs and stuff like that.
Actors don't make that. Actors don't make that much right now. You have very few people like Onyama Laura and Cindy. I think these are the people. Jeffrey,
Who
Chifo.
make some money?
Yeah,
Do you think that these
myself.
actors?
Even though I don't want to be in front of the camera for a while, but I mean, maybe
Yeah.
it's just because we've been in this for a very long time. That's why we can say we make something
So
from
you
it.
have that
But
notoriety. I want to ask you this question. Like there was a time when there was this whole issue about you and Paula Jeffrey. What's up with you guys?
that's thing is like 3 years ago, yo. Come on now.
What's up with you guys? It was very hot on the internet sometime. Like what was going on between you two? Like una be the fight some woman, so chap. He take a chap or
Nah,
what happened?
it's just things that were piled up in both of us, and
What was
you
it?
know,
What was it?
no,
Because
a lot of
tell your
things,
side
a
of
lot
the
of things.
story.
Not just it wasn't a particular thing. It wasn't
It
a
was
particular
just
thing. It's
beef,
just
beef. It was not
yeah,
easy. Oh. You guys were spitting fire. This one was spitting his own fire on this side. Like, I want to hear your side of the story before we come and ask him one day that, bro, come and tell yourself the story of this whole matter. Like, what happened? So, what happened?
well,
Lovert, I want
Jeffrey.
because
I'll just say this. Jeffrey does not like it when you go against him. He wants to be an alpha male every time, and then he acts like a girl. Like
oh,
imagine an alpha male who acts like a girl, and the
hi.
fact that I had to go against him that day. He didn't find it funny. And then he threw a punch, and I threw a couple of punches back, and boom.
So, what
The next guy
exactly
was on
did
the
you do
internet.
to him? You said you threw a punch at him. What exactly did you do?
I
Lovert,
told him it was. I told him because he was insulting me, and then I told him he was overrated. That he's just a failed version of a Jim I wanna be. Oh, that was not
hey,
nice. Yeah,
Lovert. Let me say you look quiet, so you're mop, eh? Ha! Mommy. Because
I'm not quiet.
we're like, you guys don't surely share some chat. Maybe one of the people they don't surely thief one person chat because chat matter, my brother. Matter.
Nah,
No
come
man
on
why
now.
I say chat matter because chat matter concern guys they change oh. They'll be like, who send you?
Nah,
Who
come
send
on.
you?
It can never be about a girl. I mean,
So it's
I
not
will
about a
never
girl.
fight
It's
about
it's
that.
more about you guys had a little some disparities on set. Was it on the set of a movie?
No. We're actually having fun. Actually, we're having fun.
So that because she don't do the chat, then thing and just spoil.
Yeah, Okoma oh boy birthday, and then my friend and baby get some mini concert. And so Abuango day, I tell some go. Okoma go to the concert, and they'll be go back for after party with lesbian and stuff. And then so,
Mhm.
oh boy brought a topic in the car. We're
Hmm.
in the car. Oh boy brought a topic about some award show in Yaoundé.
Mm-hmm.
So he was asking me like, what do you think? They've invited me, maybe I think it was to MC or they nominated him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what do I think? What do I make of it? I was like, man, I don't like that stuff. It's very unprofessional. I will never even submit my movie, talk less of going to things like that. I was
I
like,
know
man,
one call. I know
that's the
one call
problem.
the award. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, that's the problem with Cameroon. People, unprofessional people want to award people. You don't
well, I would say that I would
award
look at it differently.
stuff
I would
like
look
that.
at it differently because awarding people is you can look at it in different ways. Okay, I would say that as a TV personality, um I wanna showcase people like you, people like who are doing something amazing. For me, that's like thanking you. It's like celebrating you.
You see the way
Not
you see the
an
way you
award per
put it.
se.
You see the way you put it. You want to award people who you think merit it.
Yeah, who are
This
doing
is not
something
what.
deserving. It's a way of saying, wow, I really appreciate what you're doing.
Good. Now this is
I
not
appreciate
their motive. They have a different motive and different agenda completely. You see
right.
something so wrong and yet they are doing it so right. I mean, it's like, wow, these people are crazy, man. So that's we started talking about it, and that at that time, Jeffrey and one man in Boya, one popular man in Boya, I think they wanted to host and they wanted to do an award show at that time, and everything was so unprofessional about it. They posted something in the group. I was like, you guys should get this stuff out of here, man.
Hmm.
If you put something in a group, it means you want public opinion. So I gave my opinion, and they didn't find it funny. So when I
Hi.
insulted that stuff, he got mad at me. Like that's when he started throwing
You
tantrums.
know, be
And
easy. Oh.
man,
The way that we heard about that fight, let's still not be pushing, pushing. Did you people pushing, pushing? But it was not.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
not pushing,
yeah,
pushing. Not shed.
yeah.
The son of the certificate blood come out were like, are they safe? Is everybody safe? Please. I hope say when I take movie, can't act for real life.
Yeah, that's what it is,
Wonderful
man.
thing. So did you guys fix it? I mean, because I mean, if you guys are you're like friends, you guys come a long way and stuff. Don't be
We are
because some
cool.
person not talk something way it will vex you because when you're in the limelight, you should expect positive and negative criticism. That people that criticize me for things that I thought I did well. And I don't want to take it bad. I don't want to take it personal. I'll just be like, you know what, that's your opinion about me. And thank you for it. I'm gonna go into it. I'll
Je-
look at it, pick the things that are good about it,
Jeffrey and I,
and then throw the rest that
Jeffrey
I
and
don't.
I mean, we've lived in the same house, sleeping on the same bed for 2 years. So there's nothing in this world that is bigger than our friendship. We are cool. We are really cool.
So when I did together, when I did okay now, that if I call Jeffrey now, so say, bros, come and talk yourself the story. Say, hey, this matter between you and Lynno Lovert, is it okay? Are you guys cool now? You guys hanging out?
Yeah,
So you guys are
we
cool
hang
now.
out all the time. We
It's bygones now.
yeah, it
Okay.
is. We hang out,
Now
man.
before we go, Eddie man, let's talk about, is there an auntie, a sister-in-law, something like that? This kind of sweet talk. Like
You want to know if I have a girlfriend?
exactly.
Yes, I do.
Oh yes. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where's
It's in
our
Yaoundé.
sister-in-law?
It's in Yaoundé.
Hey, okay. So, girls, all the girls away, they don't text say, because you don't show your girlfriend, you're not putting her on the Facebook, on Instagram like other stars are doing. Like
I'm not a social media person. Have you not noticed? I just get on social media because, man, I have to.
you have to do it. You just have to also be there. So,
Yeah.
Lynno Lovert is taking girls where that's not good though. Not good news. So, Lynno Lovert, are you thinking about settling down like family or anything, or is not part of your business right now?
That's one of the things of being a perfectionist. You want everything to be perfect.
Ha, that kind of perfection is not, is it going to be like 5, 10 years coming? Because I've heard people say that to that. I want to be a perfectionist. Like, buy
I'm thinking of getting married next year.
please don't forget to send me invitation though. I like all those kind of, all those kind of nice stuff. I want to come, and just see. I love to see brides. They're always so beautiful on their wedding day. They do their hair, makeup. They're just mwah. So guys, hey, exclusivity on Daily TV on a sit down with Lynno Lovert is getting married next year. Pam param.
I said I'm thinking about it.
Oh, you're thinking about it. Okay. All right. That's still good. That's still good. So what does your girlfriend and what does your family also think about, your profession as an actor and script writer?
If she was not supportive of my career, she will not be my girlfriend.
Oh,
And
okay.
my family, they've been supporting me from day one. They love me
Right.
like that.
That's amazing. And so let me say, if your girlfriend today, if she tells you that she wants to get into the movie industry, or one of your younger ones, what would you advise them to do? Would you say, okay,
If they
yes,
are,
yes,
if they
sure.
are talented, if they are talented, I mean, why not?
I mean, you know that you're so different concerning this because a lot of times I've seen people like if a man, especially men, I would say that, and I'm not saying that because I'm a woman, but just because a lot of times we've had to talk to some other men, maybe let's say somebody is an actor or a musician or something, he doesn't want his wife or his girlfriend to get into the same business that he's getting into. But you're saying that if your girlfriend is talented and she wants to get into that, then okay, you're gonna give her, the door, like red carpet coming. That's a
Um,
really good thing.
I'm very open-minded. I believe people should do what please them. You know,
Hmm.
people should because I do me. I
Hmm.
do me, man. And no one can stop me from doing me. So
Hmm.
everybody should have that freedom of just doing what they want to do.
Okay. So as we're coming to the end of the program today, what would you say is that one thing about you that you're most proud of?
What am I proud of? Do I know? I don't even know.
Or maybe if not something that you're proud of, but something that you're most grateful for.
I have a 13-year-old daughter, and every day I wake up, I'm grateful for her.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh, what's her name?
Daryl.
Daryl. That's such a beautiful name. And what would you want to say to Daryl today? She's gonna watch the program maybe later.
She's
You have
not
to tell her
social
something
media.
as a parent. What would you want to tell her today, as a father, as an example that she has to grow up to follow?
No, no.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That works. That works. I thought you were just gonna say, "Hey, darling, I love you. Whatever, whatever." But that's okay. So, Lynno Lovert, I'm just gonna say, hey, thank you so much for joining the program
Man,
today.
you've been an amazing host, man. You're doing fantastic. Trust
Oh,
me.
thank you so much, Lynno Lovert. I go cry. I'm a little bit crazy like that, but that's me. That's my personality. I'm so grateful that you accepted to be my guest today. I hope I didn't punch you too much with all those questions that I had to ask, but you know what? I'm just doing my job. Okay, so
You're doing your job and you're doing it very well. Thank you.
thank you. And it's so important for us to also get to know our celebrities. What do you like to eat, Lynno Lovert? What do you like to eat?
I like Ndole. I like Achu.
Hi, Ndola Achu. So, can you cook?
Yes, very well.
What's the best meal that you can cook? Like if you say, okay, we're coming to your house today, you enter kitchen, you say set naka.
Nana so Ndole, fried
Hi,
rice. Yeah.
wow. I never seen a boy picking away they like Ndole. Ndole is hard to cook, you have to make granite. Then after that, you do the one. After that, God, that's too much.
My mom was a specialist. My mom was a specialist in it. And then, anyways, it's time to go. I would have told you about it. But it's
No,
okay.
tell me about it, please. I want to hear now, please. Hey, please tell us first before we go.
I had this ex-girlfriend. We lived together for like 5 years in the same house, and she
Wow.
always wanted me to be behind the kitchen and stuff. Yeah.
And so she taught you
So
how to cook, or you taught her how to cook? Who taught who?
she taught me how to cook, and my grandma
Oh,
too. I grew up with my grandma.
so too bad that our sister did not end up in the house. So what did she do that after 5 years she could not put a ring on it, man? Like, what happened?
I think I was a little less rich. I was
She
less
wanted
richer than
somebody
the
rich.
guy. I was
Oh
less
my
richer
God!
than the
So she left
Alaja
you for a
Tupai.
richer person.
Man, I got to go, man.
No, Dima, you started talking about some sweet talk. They want to just go, man. Like,
No, I beg. Time don't
it's
catch me.
sweet talk.
Go handle something else. Maybe next time. Another time, I beg.
Right. Another day for another story, right? Anyway,
Mm-mm.
so that auntie, oh, too bad for you that you left our brother, oh, because if you know, things are starting to happen. Oh, in fact, don't worry. I know that our sister that is there today, sis, hold and tight, like when you see you hold and tight, the liver. Nobody should pass around, of it. He's taken and he's thinking very
Hmm.
seriously about getting married, settling down next year, 2021, because 2020 is just one year that you just pack and go. I beg. 2021 will be a better year by God's grace. And we'll surely be hearing, Here comes the bride. Dun, dun, dun.
You do talk for a living. You really do.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Lynno Lovert. And
Yeah.
before we go, a word to your fans, your followers, and all those who've been supporting you in this journey.
A big thank you to you guys, man. You guys are everything to me, man. Without you, this crazy ass nigga no go there. So thank you guys for supporting me. I know I may not live up to your standard or expectations, but I'm just me, man. And thank you for loving me all the same. I'm grateful.
Oh, I like see it. When I hear all those kind of nice words, I just like, I just start feeling like, oh my gosh. Thank you. In fact, I claim all of those thank yous that you gave. I claim them for myself because I like praise. I just like praises a lot. There's some things that are just sweet. They just make you feel like, oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Really? Gwen, take care of yourself. Bye bye. My phone down on 10%. My charge
All
on
right,
zero.
Lynno Lovert, thank you so much for joining the show today. We'll be watching all the projects that are coming up. Just let us know. We'll be here to promote and talk about it. Take care of yourself and give a big kiss to your daughter, Daryl, for us. Okay? Okay, guys, hey, that was Lynno Lovert, the script writer of this amazing movie that we've been watching, that we've been loving, that we've been celebrating. Uh, Saving Bango. He had so much to talk about. He even talked about the beef that he had with Jeffrey Epole. That beef no be easy. They had, it was not easy. He even said what led to, the little growl that they had, but he says that everything is now cool. Okay, so they are back to basis. Back friends. They've lived together in the same house, and they've decided to just put it behind each other and move ahead. So hey, we hope that you had a fabulous time with us today. I had fun as usual. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who tuned in, who shared, who liked, who commented most importantly. And I want to just say kudos to my amazing team out here on Daily TV. Daily Singer is doing an amazing job. You guys should definitely check out all the other platforms, Daily's matchups and all the other things. I mean, Daily's matchups is bubbling. There's always something juicy happening over there. All right. As for me, you can check me out on my social media, Gwendoline Fonguh, and let's connect, let's be friends. I want to get to know you too. All right, we're gonna have another amazing program next Friday at the same time, and I want you all to just keep being fabulous, just keep being who you are, keep being positive, and don't forget to remember that you can be the change that you seek. Okay, you can be the change that you want to see in other people. Keep following and supporting Daily TV. Don't forget to give stars. Okay, you can actually push stars to help the channel grow. That's the only way that this channel can grow. What we're doing here is just trying to promote our culture, trying to promote our people, trying to promote our entertainment industry the best way that we can. And all we need from you is your support. If you don't follow us on our individual pages, if you don't follow us on our professional pages, if you don't subscribe to our YouTube channels, we cannot grow. So that said, all of you who've been on the show today, if you're not yet subscribed to Daily TV, please make sure that you hop up to YouTube and subscribe and turn on that notification so that whenever there's a program going on like this one, you can be able to be notified and watch and support. Thank you all, guys. You are so amazing. Love you all so much. Just keep being fabulous. Keep being amazing. See you next time. God bless you. Mwah.